General reading. So I don't call these divine masculine readings and stuff, just for the sake of it being something different or, more lighthearted, not so serious like that. Call it Divine Poppy. So if you guys don't know this, that's what it's about. So, yeah. What's up, everybody? What's up, Aphrodite? I'm doing a live stream, so hopefully this goes well and this does not glitch and stuff. Okay, so this is going to be the Divine Poppy energy reading. So if I say he and stuff, don't get offended. If it resonates with you, take it for how it resonates. I'm just going to call it a he and all that, okay? So let's go ahead and start this reading. I can't respond to you guys while I'm doing the live stream, so I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm not being rude or mean or anything. So I'm just going to start. Let's tap into their energy. So I'm just going to take a look at certain things. I'm just going to look at where they're at completely with the situation and the connection as of right now. We just got out of Venus retrograde. Thank you, God. Hopefully no more BS, no more drama, or just, I don't know, no more lessons. I'm so sick of the lessons, especially when it comes to love. It has been helpful. I'm not going to lie and say that it has not been a helpful period. But, yeah, as you guys can see, I look tired. I look crazy. So, alright, so where are the divine poppies, aka divine masculine, for those of you that are uncomfortable with that term? So I'm going to look at the past energy, anything relevant in the past that needs to be noted or made known when it comes to you or the connection, as far as where the divine poppy is with you. Where is his energy when it comes to you? And when I say he, like I said, don't get offended, you guys. I'm just calling it what feels comfortable to me. Where's his energy as far as the past goes? Anything that's relevant or important? Okay. 5 of Cups. Okay. So, and there's a little cute kitty. I'm going to clarify this. This is weird. Okay. So, in the past, it could have been that this person was very moody, much like a cat, very skittish, and, off to themselves. They might have been going through a tough time or just very overly emotional, very pessimistic, being a little bit dramatic. They may have been, kind of distracted by this connection or just felt like it was very toxic or just very smothering, very just too much passion or just a lot of sexual tension and lustful energy that they feel like just wasn't really healthy, and there's a strong attraction, or there was a very strong attraction that they feel like just wasn't healthy. And with the 10 of Cups, they might have felt like it just wasn't, I'm hearing conducive. I don't even think that fits what I'm picking up. I'm hearing the word conducive. I don't know what that is or why that's coming up, but they just didn't feel like it was like this problematic energy, this passion, this lustful, sexual energy just wasn't good for what was being built, what they were trying to build at least. Could be for some of you that this person is getting out of a toxic relationship, or they did in the past release themselves from a toxic connection that they felt wasn't fulfilling them other than sexually. They weren't getting any emotional fulfillment or spiritual fulfillment out of it. So they had to separate themselves from that situation. That's past tense. Let's look at current energy. I'm going to use the Angels Tarot. So what is the present energy of where the divine poppy, divine masculine, aka where does he stand with this situation when it comes to the connection between, okay, the 9 of Pentacles, which is the 9 of Earth, came out. You can see her. Says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quality time alone, successful self-employment. So they could be, feeling comfortable within your connection and feeling, content with where they are, and maybe spending some time alone for themselves. Yeah, this person could be focusing on work or their finances right now. So we have scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So they are focusing on like a new career path, a new job, or looking for jobs, or just focusing on what makes them feel happy and comfortable right now. So I'm getting like, as far as where they're at with you, they are comfortable and content with this relationship. They're not in a space where they're like, it's not rocky or it's not like challenging for them. Clarify. At least not here. King of Air. So they do have like a peace of mind when it comes to the situation right now. Um, so the King of Air is the King of Swords. He's brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. So they could also be just balancing everything out in the lives, and when it comes to the situation, they kind of feel like they have a balance with you. It could be that, or they're trying to find balance. Now let's look at the blockages. What are the blockages within this situation? What are the blockages, Divine Spirit, within the Divine Papi when it comes to his Divine Baddie, aka Divine Feminine for you guys? Where does he stand? Okay, this card, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is intelligent, decisive, and idealistic, tireless. It says events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. So they could be feeling a little bit mentally blocked when it comes to the situation. They may feel like they can't keep up with what's going on with this situation or something that's going on in their life. So they might take time to just review everything carefully, you know, look at all of the different opportunities or options that lie in front of them so that they can move forward. I feel with like clear mind with the King of Swords. I feel like they're trying to become the King of Swords. That's where they're at. How can they clear this blockage? What's the best way for them to clear this blockage? Become the King of Swords. He came out again. Okay, so they just need to be open. They need to speak their mind. They also might need to seek some advice from someone wiser than them. And they also need to find balance between their heart and their mind, too. Okay, so let's see. Are there any outside influences or any self-sabotaging energies that they have? Is there any outside interferences with this connection that's keeping it from being balanced or stable or grounded, or you know, is it self-sabotage energy on their behalf? Let's see. Okay, the Ten of Water. I don't feel like there's any outside interferences or blockages. So the water, there's two waters, okay? So you have the Ten of Water, which is the Ten of Cups, and the King of, or the Knight of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. So it could be, if something's blocking them, maybe it's a family, or it might not be that there's any blockages, because I'm not really seeing any blockages. Emotionally, maybe there's some blockages. This person may not be completely content or happy with their life right now, or what's going on in their material world, or emotionally. They might not feel like all of their emotional needs are being met, or they do feel like their needs are being met, so they're good. So whatever resonates with you, I feel like this person is good. This person also may be in love with life, or just in love with you, or just content emotionally, that there is no blockages. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing any blockages. Okay, so let's see. Are there any challenges? Are there any challenges for him right now? Any challenges? Any challenges? Okay, King of Earth. I don't see this as a challenge, but if it is, it could be that, you know, they're kind of challenged with finding stability or staying grounded. So it's generosity, professional, responsible, and practical. Maybe they lack these characteristics. They're not being generous with their energy or time. Maybe, you know, professional, they're kind of not in the best space financially or with their job, or they're not being as practical or responsible as they can be. That could be a challenge for them. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So maybe they're not taking up any opportunities that are coming their way. Maybe they're sitting on them. Maybe they're overthinking things. Maybe they're second guessing something. Let's clarify. Okay, so they could be stuck in a past pattern with the Six of Water, which is the Six of Cups. They could be stuck in a past situation. For some of them, the challenges could be children, or it could be their inner child, or just childhood, past traumas. So they're not completely grounded and stable. They're not really seeing these opportunities in front of them, or they just don't believe that they have the opportunity or the power to even take up these opportunities that are here presented to them. You know, they kind of have a hard time with trusting things. They could be like, this is too good to be true. They don't know how to just sit in goodness of things. They always have to second guess it or overthink it, if that makes sense. Okay, so what is these strengths? What are their strengths? What are their strengths, Divine Spirit? These cards. Okay. Nothing wants to come out. What are their strengths? Okay. The Queen of Water. So this could be your energy. This could be, especially if you're a water sign, but I feel like their strengths, they could also be the Queen of Water. This card came out too, the Ten of Pentacles. So some emotional stability, some, family, someone that they can depend on, or maybe they are that type of person. They're tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. So there's someone that's very trustworthy. There's someone who cares and nurtures others. That's their strength. They're also someone who is very family oriented, very down to earth, very nurturing, very comforting, someone that you can feel comfortable and safe with. They can also find happiness in small things. Like, it doesn't take grand things to make this person happy. They're not impressed by big things. It's the small things that count for them. They're very loving and very family oriented, so that could be their strength. Or they could have like a family member, a mother, or someone, or an aunt, or just you that they feel, brings them strength. So let's see, what is the energy that separates you two? And I'm going to use the New Vision Tarot for this. What is the energy that separates the two of you right now? What is this energy that... And when I say separate, it doesn't have to be physically separate where you guys are not speaking or talking. It could be like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, whatever. What is separating you two in any kind of way? Okay. The Empress. Okay. So it could be that there's another woman, could be a mother of their children, or could be a mother, or some sort of dominant figure, or it could even be you that's separating you two. If you identify as the Empress, which you guys can be, it could be that. Some resentment, some pain, some heartache from the past. Maybe that's what's separating you two. Feeling some sort of, revenge, resentment, guilt, feeling backstabbed in some way maybe, or just feeling a sense of hurt or loss, or holding on to that. Bitterness is separating you two. Maybe someone in their past hurt their heart. Maybe someone is currently hurting. So the Knight of Wands. So also someone's not being courageous or taking action, or someone's very fickle with their intentions or their actions. Could be that too. Someone just not taking up opportunities or actions in front of them, or they could be, not really taking things seriously, not being dependable, practical enough. These are the words that are coming out. So what is the energy that brings you together? What is the energy that brings you together, whether it be emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically? What is it that brings you together? Okay, the Five of Cups. What brings you guys together could be, the fact that you guys have gone through a lot, whether that be together or just separately. It could be healing, leaving the past behind, cutting cords, letting go with the Knight of Swords, letting go of past circumstances, communicating, being honest and straightforward with each other. The Seven of Cups. Not being caught up in illusions or being easily tempted by things around you. Having a clear goal or set intentions. The Four of Cups. Yeah, it could also be what brings you guys together. Could be the fact that you have to someone has to come to recognize that certain things are not always of your highest good. Maybe the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Um, or it could just be appreciating what's in front of you is what brings you guys together as well. Those could be the energies. So what can you do to prepare to come together? What can you guys do to prepare to come together? I'm going to use the romance angels, actually. So what can you guys do to come together as one, reunite as, you know, one, whether it be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever, or all of the above? What can you guys do to prepare for this? Okay. Give your relationship a chance. So give this person the chance. So if you guys energetically don't really trust this person or don't trust the situation, you guys are maybe looking at this as like, this is too good to be true, or I gotta keep an hawk, my hawk eye on you. I gotta watch you. This card. Express your love. So expressing all of your fears and all of your cares and worries, and in spite of, being afraid of what this person might think or say, you have to speak your truth. You have to be honest with this person, and I feel like that's what you can do to prepare for coming together. Let's see what they're doing to prepare for this, if they're doing anything at all, if they're preparing to come together in what y'all call union. Union doesn't have to just be physically coming together. It could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels, uniting and coming together. What are they doing to prepare, if anything? Let's see. Okay, true love. I need to clarify that because that's a little vague. Letting go of control issues. So what are they doing? They're just allowing their heart to be open to this and not trying to control what their heart feels when it comes to this, because they may know or feel like this is real love or it's true, and they're just trying to allow things to happen naturally. They're not trying to force or control this situation. They're not trying to force or control things onto you, on themselves. They're just allowing it to be. And getting to know each other was at the bottom. Express your love is at the top. So they could be trying to be a more open, more expressive with you in ways so you guys can come closer together, or just know each other on deeper levels. And that's what they're doing to come together. So let's see what the time frame is for things to come together if guidance is followed. If guidance is followed, what is the time frame for you guys to come together? Let's see. I'm going to use the After Tarot. It's not kind of shuffling. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. So it's kind of, unfortunately, for some of you, this could be annoying, but it could be up to them. It could be up to this person. They might be slow. They may feel like they want to take things slow. They're not trying to rush it. So they're trying to give little by little to the situation. So they are working towards coming together. So more court cards. So the time frame is really out of someone's free will. Basically, when communication comes in for some of you, I know that's kind of vague. Yeah, more court cards. So Spirit's not giving me like a specific time frame. It's more so about this person, the efforts that they're making. And communication, I feel like there's going to be communication, or there is communication, or the first thing that's going to come together is, meeting of the minds and just communicating. And then everything else are going to nurture slowly but surely. So they're going to start off very slow, very practical. They're not going to rush this because they feel like that's the best way to approach things as a Knight of Swords. They feel like that's a wise decision or choice to make. Okay, so let's see where they're at mentally, emotionally, and physically, and sexually, and spiritually with you. Okay, so mentally, where is this person when it comes to you? Where is this person at mentally when it comes to you? Where is he at with you mentally at this time? What is their most dominant thoughts, mindset when it comes to you and your connection? The Ace of Air. So they have some sort of clarity, or they've gathered clarity. It says, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So they are seeing the truth of this situation. It might be that they're not really able to act on these ideas or inspirations just yet. The Ten of Air. So it could also be challenging times are ending with the Ten of Swords. Says the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. So yeah, so this person does have clarity. So you have a beginning and end card, the Ace and the 10. So this person is seeing, you know, mentally what they're thinking about you in the situation is that you guys have overcome some difficult, challenging situation, and that it's time to embrace the change that this new beginning is bringing. So they see the truth about you in the situation, which I feel like is good. You have a lot of good cards. So the top card is the King of Pentacles, King of Earth. Bottom card is the Awakening, which is the Hermit card. So they had time to see, or they're going through a awakening process, or they did, and that's where the clarity came in. Now let's see where they are with you emotionally. Where is this person at emotionally currently? As far as their feelings. Okay. The Eight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you have a beginning card. So the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Waters, is a desire to move on, to search for something more meaningful, a spiritual and emotional growth. So emotionally, they feel like they've moved past some maybe challenging energies with you. Like I picked up disconnecting from things that don't serve them or just didn't serve the both of you. And they're searching for something more meaningful this time because they've had some spiritual and emotional growth. You both may have come to a place of growth. So they're falling in love again, or they're starting to feel love. Could be that this is due to your spiritual growth and you guys are starting to trust in your intuition. So this person feels that you guys do have a new beginning and fresh start because you walked away from what no longer serves you, or they feel like they've walked away, or they have actually released and withdrawn. So now they're, you know, they're at a space where they feel a sense of new love for you. They have a newfound sense of love, the Star. So you give them a lot of hope, or they have a lot of hope and faith when it comes to you. This says happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, on the right path. So they feel like they're on the right path when it comes to you. So it's safe for them to make long-term plans. So the bottom card is the Page of Earth. So they're still studying the situation because it's kind of new to them, or you guys just have started over, or this is a new situation for you both. Okay? So that's how they feel about you and your connection. Let's see where they're at physically and sexually with you as far as attraction goes. My favorite. So I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Sexual Magic Oracle, or Tarot. So where's this person physically and sexually when it comes to the Nine of Swords? So I might not read this how traditional tarot reads it because I'm going off of the energy on the cards. So this person has like some suppressed desires. They might want to try something taboo, something different, something spiritual, like spiritual sexuality, like sacral, or I don't know, something with the sacral chakra then. It could also be like sex tantra, sex magic, or just things that they suppressed that they want to try with you, you know, something very sensual. So these are hidden things that I feel like they sit up at night and they think about. You are tempting to them. This person is very tempted by you. You might not realize, you could be oblivious to the fact that this person wants you just that bad, that they do desire you that bad. It's like you don't see it. You're completely oblivious to it. It's something about you, just the aura, the energy that you give off, that they are definitely drawn to this person. I don't know, this person may likes, you know, a sexy back. They might like your butt or something. They might want to grab it, you know, they fantasize about it. But I feel like they want you to take charge when it comes to any sexual energy. So if you guys are intimate with each other, they would rather you be more intimate than them initiating it. So they want you to dominate them. They want you to be the one to initiate the sexual activity, and that's the Strength card. So yeah, they kind of want you to be assertive and on them when it comes to that. They won't mind it. They won't mind it at all. Okay, so let's see what would they like you to know. So I'm going to look at their higher self, what they want you to know, and then their physical self, what they want you to know. So what is their higher self? Or, sorry, I skipped something. Spiritually, where are they at with you? Spiritually. Where are they at with you spiritually? I'm sorry. Okay. Four of Air and the Seven of Fire. So spiritually, they are kind of, it might seem like this person is backing away from you, or they're blocking you, or that maybe they really have blocked you, or you guys just aren't speaking, or you guys haven't spoken in a long time. They're taking time to rest and take a vacation mentally from the situation, or they're just looking for more. They're kind of buying themselves more time to make some decisions, or they just want to meditate and reflect so they have more clarity about the situation. And then with the Seven of Wands, I feel like this person could be trying to make decisions based off of what they really want. They're trying to stand their ground, but they also want to make sure that they're in the right space before they proceed. They don't want to just move forth with something if they feel like they're not ready, or they don't want to carry any baggage or old energy. So they could be trying to clear away some things mentally, or just be stable and more grounded before they present themselves, or just whatever this energy is of moving forward. They're going through some sort of growth as well. Spirit may be guiding them to do this, but it's making them a little more open towards you. Okay, so yeah, now let's see what their higher self wants you to know. Let's see what their higher self wants you to know. If I only had known what I know now, I would have lived differently. So they have some regrets. So letting you know that if they would have known what they do know now when it comes to you and your situation, they would have acted differently in the past. So there's no pain, no hard feelings. They're saying, I have no pain. You're never alone. So they don't want you to feel like you're ever alone, or that they're not there for you or with you, because they are. Even if it's energetically or spiritually, they are there with you. But they have some resentment, or not resentment, or they have some guilt maybe from the past, and that's just where they're at. So let's see what their physical self wants you to know. What does their physical self want you to know? Let's see. What is it that they want you to know? Okay, let's see. You're sexy. So they are definitely attracted to you, and they want you to know that. I didn't forget. They're letting you know they didn't forget about something. It's not worth it. So I don't know what that means. And make a move. Let's talk. I've got work to do. So I want to see what they're talking about. It's not worth it, and they didn't forget. I don't know what that's about, but let's see what that's about. So what are they talking about? It's not worth it, and I didn't forget. Please clarify this. Okay. So it's not worth it it could be something with, it's the King of Pentacles or King of Earth. So it's kind of like, clarify. I want to say that they're not taking accountability. Okay, so it's not worth dwelling over something that's bothering you, or that whatever was in the past, they want you to forgive them. This could be that this person is saying that they're present in your life, or that they're more mature, and that whatever it was in the past is just not worth it, or whatever you're dwelling on, or whatever's bothering you is not worth it, or anything in the past is just not worth it anymore. I didn't forget. They didn't forget to give something to you, so they haven't forgotten about something. Like this Six of Pentacles is like give and take, effort. The word effort came in time. They haven't forgotten about whatever that means to you. So something that they're supposed to reciprocate or give to you, time, effort, energy, they haven't forgotten. And they're letting you know that they are attracted to you with your sexy. Make a move is at the top, and I've got work to do. Make a move. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, so make a move. The same cards that came out for where they are spiritually with you came out with the Two of Pentacles. So there could be some imbalances going on, or people weighing the pros and the cons of whether or not they should come out of this phase. Maybe they're not ready to come out of this phase, or maybe they just don't feel confident, and they want you to make some sort of move rather than them making a move for some reason. Could be that. Okay, so let's see what they plan on doing moving forward based upon where their energy is now. What do they plan on doing moving forward? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles comes out. The Moon card. Ace of Cups. Okay, so it could be that they want to continue to nurture this connection, or they're going to, in spite of feeling lost or kind of just confused or not really knowing where things stand with you, so that they can have a new beginning in love, or they feel like it's time to nurture themselves before they proceed with anything new with you. Or like I said, this person more than likely is going to be focused on nurturing this connection, or they are, and following their intuition in spite of not knowing what's to come out of this for the sake of a new beginning, or offering a new beginning, either or. So let's see what your advice is with the situation. If there's anything that you might need to do, say, or anything that Spirit suggests on your end. These cards are sticking out. Okay. So attraction, I feel like Spirit wants you to be present within the situation. Focus on what you're manifesting and attracting. Be optimistic, or just keep an open mind about this person or the situation. They may be seeing you in a different light. Maybe you need to see them in a different light, or just look at them from a different perspective, that they're not the same person. And have those open heart-to-heart conversations if possible, if you're able to communicate with this person. If not, send them some sort of telepathic love, or send them a message energetically. Just trust in the situation, okay? Because there is a bond already here, and it's like, just trust in this. Trust in it. Trust in this situation. Express your love. So yeah, some of you guys might need to express how you feel. Yeah, because this could be the one, and you guys are just kind of withholding that. Some of you guys may be a little bit too proud. You don't want to come across as clingy or codependent. So you guys could be just like a little bit independent, rather than being open and sharing and giving the best of yourself. And that doesn't mean like overdo it and, you know, drain the person or drain yourself. But it's just like, put your best foot forward. Don't dwell on your fears and all this negativity based upon something that you've experienced in the past, whether it has anything to do with them or someone else, other people, whatever. So you guys do need to release something from your past. Maybe there's just some situations you haven't fully forgiven. Could be this person that you haven't fully forgiven them. Because it's not allowing you to just live present or live in joy or see the positives in the situation. It's causing you to be very hesitant, or creating an unnecessary block within your connection. So that is what I'm picking up, you guys. If you guys would like this reading, I do offer love connection readings. You guys can check out my website if you guys are interested. I am going to be on a break, though, from personal readings until November 30th. But you guys can book in the meantime. But I won't be able to start giving out readings again until the 30th, after my break from personal readings and Thanksgiving and stuff coming up. So until then, you guys, much love as always. I appreciate you. Peace.